to the first episode of Synth Wars, the show where we go head to head, host versus caller, caller versus caller, chat member versus chat member, synthesizer against synthesizer. Welcome to the future of internet radio, the first and only synthesizer call-in show ever created in the history of the galaxy. And you are here. Well, I guess it's the second show because the first show was also mine. It was oscillators and percolators. I hope everyone's having a good time. Let's see who we got in the chat real quick, and then we'll get this baby going. All right, we got Echo Craft, we got Riffs, That Rule, Eco, Andrew Playtech, Smarty 1970, Dom Wrangler, what's up, baby? Apollo Hanzo, loaded full of legends. 7:30 start time. So how this show works is we're gonna do a real quick going over. We got the UBXA by Behringer versus the OB-X8 by Oberheim, and we're just gonna watch a few clips real quick. You guys give me your opinion, what you think. They're close, the price ain't close. And then we'll open up the phone lines. All right. Let me turn this down a little bit. I got the action music here, but we got to turn it down. All right, so let's move on over real quick to the first of the first. All right. So I hope you guys are doing good. Got the music just lowered in the background. So there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of Behringer sucks. There's been a lot of, no, actually Oberheim sucks. It's overpriced and the sound doesn't live up to the price. But Behringer's coming in hot with an under $1,500 16 voice poly synthesizer. The Behringer UBXA released their biggest selling synth of all time. Bitimbral, polyphonic aftertouch, 8 voices of atrophy, and much, much more. But it hasn't been without its, what do we call them, riddled plagues, you know? There's been problems with the keyboard. There's been issues with the firmware. But guess what? There's issues with every company's firmware, but it seems like people only complain about Behringer's problems, you know? Don't forget the old OB-12. That thing was plagued with problems back in the day, you know? This is what we're dealing with. So, first up, I figured we just do a little comparison. We'll just go over some sound, and then we're going to look at the specs. Then I'm opening the phone lines up, and you're going to call in tonight. We're going to have a good time. All I ask when you call in is wait for the caller to hang up and make sure your personal screen volume is turned down, because it's just like old school radio, you know, like Coast to Coast with George Norrie. You got to turn your radio down. If your phone line sucks, I will disconnect you. Okay? So make sure it's clear, and then we're ready to go. All right, so Behringer versus Oberheim, OB-X8 versus the UBXA. First video up, Starsky Car just got a little comparison. I ain't playing everybody's video, but we're just gonna do a little sound test on the filters, because he's got the filters here. All right?
I had it on the wrong filter type. So we're definitely on the XA 12 dB on both of them. They've both got 4-pole mode and 2-pole mode. So it's on 2-pole at the minute, 4-pole, and they both work in the same way, as in you can't get the full range of the frequencies without turning the modulation up. If I turn the modulation down. So it's a combination of the filter frequency, the modulation amount, and the sustain. But without the sustain and the modulation up, you don't get the high.
I know what you're saying. You're saying Starsky never shows the differences. Yeah, he never shows the differences. I don't know, does he? I don't know. Have you watched every single one of Starsky's videos? You can call in and let me know, Smarty 1970, man, because I think he does a great job, but a lot of people say he only shows the similarities. But we'll see. He's just going to do the filters here. Let's check it out. Starsky Car is amazing. Love him. He's a British brother.
Highest frequencies. Okay, let's turn the resonance up. Both of them do the same thing, by the way. Whoa. Now that's quite a lot of resonance compared to the OB-X, but not to worry, we can go into the atrophy settings.
Oh, what happened? Looks like he just showed the differences.
And turn that down. Shift and voice. Atrophy settings okay. And we come down to the...
Nobody likes that little screen. Everyone thinks it sucks. Let me go over here. I don't think it sucks, but is it better view this way?
12, so the 2-pole VCA. Oh, it goes round and round, so you get back to 0, it goes back to 40, so you can be twisting that forever if you're not paying attention. Let's go to the 2-pole resonance CV cap, and we'll turn this down, so click. Looks a little bit more like the OB-X8 now. And then as we drop the frequency...
Drop it. All right, how's your ears, everybody in the chat? Are you hearing it? What are you saying? Are they close? This is just a filter, so we're going to hear some more.
That's a little bit more resonant now, so I'll just turn that Res 2P CV cap up a little bit on the UBX.
I know, Andrew, baby, but it's nice to have a nice little screen sometime. Okay, let me ask you this. Would you rather have an analog synthesizer with a nice screen or an analog synthesizer with a crap screen, if you could choose? That's the question of the day.
And I don't know if that's the atrophy settings or not. Just check this is on 0 vintage. I'll just check what we've got on these settings. If we go in here, so come back. Atrophy settings. Filter drift. Let's have that on 0. Pair octave error. Let's turn that down as well to 0.
As you can see, man, it's quite the job here to try and match these up, right?
FVPO drift as well. There we go, much closer. So matching the UBXA with my...
You gotta keep in mind here, though, one of these is very expensive and one is expensive, but not that much. So this is the kind of point we're getting on with here.
OB-X8 at least. I put the FVPO drift to 0, I put the FVPO error to 0, I put the filter drift to 0, and I've reduced the resonance cap of the 2-pole filter down to 95.7%.
Unless you have a story, you don't have a way to persuade people.
Yeah, we got a story right here. That's what we're waiting to hear. What are you saying? We got some filter stepping going on there? I don't know.
Super close, those two, aren't they?
Ooh, a little more growl on the OB-X8.
Ooh, maybe
Never mind.
turn up this resonance a tiny bit more.
Yeah. Oh. Ah, la grenouille for mes François. La grenouille. It got a couple frogs under the hood. All right, so that's all we're going to look at, Starseeds. That's the filters there. Now let's jump on over here. We got another one geared up. This is the UBXA versus the OB-X8 unboxing and patch. We don't need to watch the unboxing. We just want to go to bank 1 right here. Hopefully we don't get an ad, but you never know. All right, so UBXA is on top, OBXA is on bottom. Little different sound on that one. Little different. I kind of like the OBXA there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Ooh, I like the UBXA on the pad. Sorry. UBXA 1-to-1. Yeah, I like the UBXA. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe because I like that. I like a little bit of brightness sometimes. Ooh, big test. Electric piano. I almost think that was exactly the same. You guys tell me in the chat. A little bit of clipping on the UBXA. Weird on that one. The OBXA was brighter on the flutes.
I'm hearing more harmonica than I'm hearing flute on this one.
Everybody go over and check out Ear Candy's site, all right? Ear Candy is the comparison site. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but go check him out, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, they're not the most patches, but they're not, you got to throw some effects on them and you really get them, you know. Let's go to bank 3. Ooh, a little more vibrato, detune in the UBXA there, I think. The OBX8 is sounding bigger on that, which is weird. Accordion. Let's go to bank 4. Ooh, I don't know. I like the UBXA and the meow meow. Definitely different.
Also, I've noticed the aftertouch is a little bit sensitive. Maybe that's something that could be dialed down. I'm not sure.
100%.
But I seem to trigger the aftertouch a lot.
Oh, maybe that's what's going on. That's where that vibrato is coming from. All right, last one for this one. Slow strings. Okay, so they're definitely different. They're definitely different. They're not the same. UBXA's got, let's go check it. Let me put the music on back here. All right, so we'll go over here. This is the UBXA. Now and then I'm gonna open the phone lines up. So, UBXA is coming in at $11.99. 16 voice bi-timbral polyphonic, 32 oscillators, 2 LFOs, multi-mode, VCF, VCA envelope, VCF envelope, arpeggiator, pulse width modulation, 500 user preset slots, and then the rest of the bollocks. If we go down to the bottom here, same. 61 key, full size polyphonic bi-timbral, polyphonic aftertouch. All right, how many pounds is that? 25, let's say 26 pounds. So this one here, so when you listen to those two videos, this one's $1,200. We jump over. We got the Oberheim OB-X8, 8-voice polyphonic synthesizer, 2 SEM OB-X lineage VCOs per voice, SEM lineage VCS Curtis filters, 61 guitar key. So it's obviously got a better key bed. Some would say better filters, I don't know. I don't know where you get the blue stripe one, but is that sound comparison you just listened to, is that worth the extra, what is it, 15? I mean, is that worth the extra $3,000? More than 3,000? 30, what is it? Can't even add it up. Is that worth more? It's crazy that that's 5,000. Just go back. Hold on, go back here. So the difference is this one on top is $1,200. This one on bottom is $5,000. Now, you have to ask yourself, are you going to go out and pay that much money? Is the sound that much different? Listen again for a sec. OB-X8 got that one. I mean, a lot of them have similar sound. That's the thing. A lot of them have similar sound. But there are some sounds on the OB-X8. So where's this extra money coming from? Is it coming from build quality? Is it coming from name? Okay? Build quality, name, or sound. So where is the extra $3,000 coming from? Is that what it is? 3,000? Where's that extra $3,000 coming from? Let's listen again for another little sec. Long release time. You had a wrong patch.
That's vastly different.
Big time.
Really?
Ooh. Here. Both are very good there. Oberheim got it though, I think. Unison, yeah.
Close enough?
It's very close. Okay, so a lot are very close, a lot are very different. That's the thing. That's where I wish Behringer would knock off the UBXA. Why didn't they just call this their own synthesizer? If they called this their own thing and it was a 16 voice, all analog, bi-timbral, polyphonic aftertouch, you know, fill in every blank you can and called it something else, nobody would complain about it. And if they released it for $1,200, everyone would have been blown away. But they keep putting themselves in these positions where everybody's comparing it to the next, right? And I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess if you compare it and you're like, oh, well, I guess, you know, let's listen to this one for a second. This is Limbic Bits. This is his presets for ambient electronica. Let's just listen to this for a second, just to get a different vibe. All right, that's Limbic Bits. So that's some different kinds of sounds. So listen, here's the deal. The argument is tonight, the topic, but you can call in and talk about whatever you want. We don't have to talk about this, but the topic is Behringer UBXA 16 voice for $1,200, Oberheim OB-X8 for $5,000. Is there enough difference to justify that type of price gap? I don't know. You tell me. We're going to jump on over here to our mainframe. All right, here we are. Now the phone lines are going to be opened in about 10 seconds when I get this geared up. Here's the rules. You call in. You turn your volume down on your phone or TV, whatever you're watching for the call, because there is a delay. And then everybody just wait till the caller hangs up and then call in. If not, it gets a bit wild. So that's what we're going to do. And we are ready in about 3.2 seconds. Numbers going up. Who's going to be the first caller of the night? 413-279-4344. Phone lines are now officially open. First caller, we are waiting for you. Me personally, I don't think I would ever buy the OB-X8 over the UBXA. I guess my ears aren't sweet enough to understand or find a difference, but I just can't see the value in the things I've watched. Obviously, what we just shown there is not a true representation, but I don't really see the value in buying a OB-X8 for an extra $3,000. I just don't. So that's where I'm at with that. Sound-wise, I mean, they're different, and that's where I get back to the idea of I wish Behringer would just start doing their own synthesizers, you know? I just really wish they would. You know, I wish they'd really start doing their own thing. It would make way more sense if they just started releasing their own numbers, basically. Or their own synthesizer, sorry. That's what would make more sense to me, you know? What's this? Your voice number is locked from friends, so taking it to port this number to another service bar, unlock it. Oh, got it. Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, let me jump back over while we're waiting for any calls to come in. Right here, we got the only thing with both of these, and I know people think I'm crazy, but this got 8 extra voices. It's got polyphonic aftertouch, which I do not believe the Oberheim does. Let's have a quick look. Oberheim does not. It might have polyphonic aftertouch. Let's check it out. We scroll down here. Bye, Timbrel. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it in the chat. If anybody knows, does this have polyphonic aftertouch to OB-X8? Question of the day. I don't think so. But I think it got a beat on the filters and the VCOs. It's pretty hard to beat those VCOs, but you know what? While we're waiting for this one beats them all. Hold on now. This beats them all. Oh, let's see this one. Might get an ad, so heads up. Now, when I'm looking at both of these, I can get the OB-X8 for $5,000. I can get the UBXA for $1,200. Or, let's do it right here. Pull it up. Or you can go right in between both of them, and you can get the Oberheim TE05 for $1,500. This is only a 5-voice, but sound-wise, listen to this. Sounds better than both of them. This sounds better than the UBXA and the OB-X8. Sounds way better. Looks better too. Yeah, okay, yeah, Hayes, yeah, the best is personal, can't speak for others. Yes, I know, my brother. We all know, but I think the TE05 is better. Call coming in. Hold on.
From
Interceptor.
Interceptor, you are live and in color. Welcome to Synth Wars call-in show with your host, Synth Samurai. What's happening, my baby?
What's up, dude? First time caller, long time listener. How you doing, man?
Good, my man. What's going on tonight? I hope you're enjoying the show. What do you think of the show down here?
Man, it's pretty crazy, man. I love what Behringer's doing, man. It's awesome. Honestly, I want to get them all. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. I want them all, bro. I want them all. I was saying to my buddy today, we're synth carnivores, you know, we're not synth vegans. We want them all. We don't want to be malnourished with sound. We want to eat them all.
That's right. And yeah, man, I don't know, man. Honestly, the original OBX, I mean the OB, the synth, man, that it does sound fat. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the Behringer's just a little off the mark, but man, the price wise, man, come on now, come on.
now let me ask you a question. Did you feel like it was off the mark sound quality, or just the patches weren't matching?
Well, definitely the patches not 100%.
Yep.
But to me, the Behringer just sounds more polished. It has a clearer sound.
Yep.
And it doesn't quite get that. I don't know. It has certain fatness, you know, on the OB, but you know, price wise, man, I can't see buying it, man. It's for, you know, the price. I'm sorry.
So now I don't know if you caught the end there where we were just playing a little bit at Oberheim TE05, which in my personal opinion blows both of them away. That's just me personally.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. To, you know, get. Yeah, man, that's tight, man.
So what are you gassing over before we let you go? What are you gassing over? What's on your list? We always like to know.
Yeah, the one thing that I really like is the original Prophet 5 sound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping Behringer can nail it when that comes out. I'm really looking forward to that, man. I really love that old Prophet 5. You know?
Yeah, and you know Behringer's coming with that soon. They got to be, man. They got so much stuff in the works. You don't know when anything's coming. They just surprise you.
Yeah, and then the next thing, I mean, I already ordered the Syncussion,
mm-hmm.
so that should be coming whenever it's available. But also, I'm looking at that Model D, man. They dropped the price to like 230, man. So
I think that's a must-have. Why not? 230
Yeah.
bucks.
yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now.
Sweet, brother. Anything else before we let you go? You got anything else you want to say?
No, man, I'm just looking forward to the next Kumite, and man, let's rock and roll, baby.
All right, you know the next Kumite is the Halloween edition for the Legend series, right? I don't know if you caught wind of it, but that's what's up.
Yeah, man, I definitely want to get in on that, man.
All right, cool. I'll keep you posted as we get closer to that date. We'll do a little more updates, and we're gonna have that, and then we'll have the Legend series Kumite kicking off in January 5th, and then we've got the Contender series kicking off right after the Halloween Kumite. So that's cool.
Awesome, brother.
All right, baby. Thanks for calling, Interceptor, man.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
All right, later.
Late.
All right, that's Interceptor, man. One of the original Kumite Legend members. We got another call coming in here.
Call from
County Fair.
All right, Shanti, I think that was it. What, you are live and in color. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on? This is County Fair.
Hey, County Fair, what's going on, brother?
Not much.
What's on your mind?
Yeah,
tonight?
I've been watching your show from the beginning. I was one of the people who watched your show from the beginning.
Oh, bro, you mean back in the Live Jam days?
Yeah, the jams.
Oh, so you've been on for the whole journey, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, well, I'm biased because I'm getting the TO5. I ordered it about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, you got it coming?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to keep me posted, man.
Okay, so the UBXA to me sounds like a vintage Oberheim.
Okay, yeah.
You know, more where the TEO is kind of modern. Still sounds Oberheimish, but I think the Behringer's kind of polite.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have the balls. Those old Oberheims, they were fat.
Yeah.
You know?
Even in the OB-X8, there was a couple ones where I was like, oh, it seems like it got a little more guts on certain patches they were playing. But you're right, the TEO5 has got it's got a real, it's what I like about the TEO5, it's blending the past and the future. You know, they got a wicked suite of effects. It just sounds, I mean, to me it sounds better, but that's my personal opinion. You too, I'm guessing, right?
I think the sweet spot on that, I think, is buying the desktop.
Yeah.
Because it's what, $800?
Yeah.
And then put the right effects on it, you know?
Yeah, I think that's the money game too, man. If you want that big Oberheim 16 voice pad sound, you go for the $799 desktop by Behringer. No brainer. Especially if you got a polyphonic aftertouch keyboard already. No brainer. So when's it showing up, County?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a couple months or a month. I don't know.
Oh, sweet dude, you
Who knows?
fire me an email when you have your first touch with it, and let me know because.
And I also ordered the Model D yesterday, my second one.
Oh, you got double Model Ds?
Double Model Ds, double Ds.
Oh, baby, I love it. Double Ds. We gotta love the double Ds.
Love the double Ds.
That's awesome, dude. So what do you got? Anything else before we go? Anything you want to tell the synth world?
That's it. I do want to say I think you should consider the Muse though. I think the Muse is amazing.
Yeah, dude.
I would give them like 9 months or something to correct everything and make sure that it's all kosher.
Yeah, we don't want to be a beta tester, man. We're gonna wait for that thing to get nice. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna get the Muse eventually, I think, because like you, I'm assuming I haven't heard anything that's made me be like, Even the potato videos I've heard of it, I've been like, wow. But I actually want to get to a store and maybe touch it and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling.
Okay.
Thanks, man. We've been on this on this journey since the beginning, dude.
Absolutely.
All right,
Take
brother.
care, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for calling.
Bye. Okay.
Bye. All right, that's County Fair, man. A listener since the day one jams of old. The beginning days of live jamming, man. We did a live jam earlier tonight when I introduced, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't see it here, but I got the Sonicware Ambient Zero propped right up on the Hydra synth, and that thing is an absolute pure joy to play with. It is literally so much fun and so inspirational. All right, we got another call coming in here.
From
Andrew Piatek.
All right, Andrew, you are live, man. What's happening? Welcome to Synth Wars. What's up?
Hi, this is Andrew.
Hey.
Just kind of disoriented because I can hear the stream. It's
Oh yeah, turn your stream down if you can. Mute your stream.
okay. Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I just wanted to say the more I watch the videos about the UBXA and the OB-X8, I mean the more I want the views actually.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Those videos.
Yeah, that's what it's doing. It's pushing us closer to the muse.
And another thing, I wanted to answer your questions because you had this question why you got the Jupiter X fever. So I think it was actually me that started talk about the Jupiter X and
Yeah.
so
You got the
have
Jupiter
the-
X?
yes I do, yeah.
All right,
Since it
give
came out.
yeah, give us
I mean, it's
give us
just
the
amazing.
lowdown. Give us the lowdown.
Yeah, it's superb, yeah. So it's
And
anyway, maybe I start my own stream with the Jupiter X.
I'd love to see some Jupiter X stuff from you, man. So pop up a channel if you need anything, just let me know, and because I'd love to see some Jupiter X streams, brother.
All right.
Yeah, that's
All
super
right,
cool.
sounds good.
But what do you like about the Jupiter X before you go? What are like some highlights that you really enjoy about that synthesizer?
Well, actually, it's kind of nostalgia probably because I like when I was young, I really wanted JX8P.
Mm-hmm.
That was and I tried it out in the store. I couldn't afford it, and this thing sounds exactly the same. Like the models of the XP just sound exactly the same as the original. So it's really amazing.
And I had a caller call in last week, and this is just a personal opinion, and he said that with his Jupiter, he couldn't really get it. He says with an analog, he could feel. With the Jupiter, he can't connect with it. But I'm after watching so much stuff now, and I just, it's got a real nice sound, and you're verifying that it does,
that's
right?
pretty much true for all the digital synthesizers because there's a layer of software in between the actual sound cards.
That's interesting.
You're playing. So that's why there's a little bit of disconnect.
It's
But
kind of like a
other
little
than that,
firewall,
it is, yes, exactly.
but you have a lot of fun with
Layer,
it.
It's not necessary. I'm sorry?
But you have a lot of fun with it, though.
No, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, the sound is so amazing that it really doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet, brother. Right. So yeah, man, get it going. Post some videos. I'll share them around too. If you get it going up on some Jupiter videos. And
all right.
Yeah, appreciate you calling, man. Call back in again next week. We do it again.
Oh yeah, thank you, sir.
All right, you take it easy.
Very nice stream. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, brother. All right, man. So that's a Jupiter X into wild right there, dude. Jupiter X into wild. I got an email this morning, and was it an email or a comment? Anyways, one or the other. And in the comment, it was saying, I really need to tell you how awesome the Jupiter X is. Even though it's digital, even though it's rolling and everyone's this and that, the sound on the thing was so unbelievable. The features are so unbelievable. Then I went and watched a Mr. Tuna video of him making a Juno 106 patch on the Jupiter X. And the Tuna Man dialed that in so fast, and it sounded so amazing. It blew me away. So Jupiter X is on the gas list for me. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, or this evening, called Hans Volt. We go back and forth sometimes in the Discord private chat. And all right, I'll tell you that story in a second. We got a call coming in.
Echo Craft.
All right, Echo baby. Tried and true, you are live and in color. What's happening?
What's going on, guys?
Is this the original?
This is me, yeah. You know, wait a minute, hold on. Hey, this is Echo Craft. Yeah.
What's up, baby?
Listen, I just wanted to say I have to tell you that the out of all of them, the Jupiter, never mind, not the Jupiter. I mean, the TE-05, I think blows away both of those as well. I agree with you.
Why?
However,
why do you think it blows it away?
well, first of all, it's a smaller form factor. Second of all, I like the onboard effects. I'm an onboard effects guy.
Yeah, me too.
I like that. I do use VSTs, and I know you hate those.
Hey, why does everyone think I hate VSTs?
Because you do. You refuse to use them.
That's
the other
true.
thing is, I keep throwing out there the DeepMind 12, and I actually can get my DeepMind 12 to sound like an OB-X.
Really?
And-
I'd like to see that.
All right, you're on. I'm going to do it.
You going to do a patch from scratch, or are you going to dial it a
It's a
patch in?
surprise.
Okay, I'm into it, bro. I'm tuning in for sure. But I got to agree with you too. The TE05 for me, just that little clip I just popped up before the first caller called of the TE05 Daniel Fisher, instantly I'm like, better than both. For me personally, the sound instantly like, wow.
I totally agree. Absolutely agree with that. I just think that it's a much better. I like the form factor, and I like the. I just like the way it sounds, and I don't know. I just think that, you know, for $11.99 for the UBXA or whatever it's called, the Behringer one.
Yep.
I think that's a good price. But $4,000 again, when we get back into $4,000 or $5,000 synths, I heard Andrew talking about the Moog Muse, and he does have a Jupiter X. I'd go for the Jupiter X over the Muse now, and I think I stated that before. So.
Oh,
That's just me.
Yeah, me and you talked about that. I don't know, man. That, like, for the extra $1,500, the Jupiter X. Again, I think you watched Mr. Tuna's video, how fast he dialed in that insane patch, right?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was amazing.
I hope everybody goes and watch that. Look it up, Mr. Tuna, Jupiter X, Juno patch. I think it's his last video he just posted. Is crazy. But so what do you?
Just
yeah.
real quick
Mhm.
before I let you go, because I know you got other callers that want to call in. I did do a patch, Majestic Strings on the Hydra,
Yeah.
and I don't know, man. Hydra synth, it's a beast.
Hydra Synth's a beast. I got to get some new patches for the old Hydra, baby. Man, I had today I dialed up by accident. I was doing the little jam. I did a jam before the show, and then I caught your show with the Osmos, and then I came back on here. I did a little, there was like a Mellotron patch in here that I never found before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. And that was the one
It's
you were
a
telling me
beast.
about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
it
a
was
beast.
so nice with the Ambient Zero. The greatest synthesizer you can buy for $239 is the Sonicware Ambient Zero. That's not a paid promotion.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
It's coming.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. All right.
And my show earlier today sucked, but that's why I blew mine off as soon as I found out it was what's his face there, Mr. Smarty 1970 says Samurai's on in 2 minutes. I'm like, oh, I gotta go.
All right.
So,
Well, pop back on after this. We're only doing this one for a quick hour shot.
All right, man.
All right, baby. Thanks for calling. I'll talk to you later on, Echo. You the man.
You too, bro.
All right, bro.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, so that's another vote for the TE05. And since we're talking about it, let's just jump over here real quick. Another little taste before the calls come in. I mean, right, let's go forward. I mean, that just sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. The TE05 is amazing. Is it only the effects that make it good, or is it that good? Smarty, good question. But the real question is everybody uses effects, so are effects what makes anything good? I mean, is anybody really putting out synthesizer sounds with no effects on them anymore? Is that a thing? I mean, I know you want to hear the raw oscillators and the filter and really see if it's got the cojones, but I mean, is it the effects that make it sound good? I think the effects make it sound awesome, yeah. So, but it does have the SEM filter. I heard it doesn't have a VCA, which is wild. That was in a magazine I was looking at, but as far as $1,500 go, I would get that over the UBXA by Behringer, and I would get that definitely over the OB-X8. But like someone said in the comments, the OB-X8 is almost like a collector's nostalgic thing, and it does sound awesome. And you whap some effects on that, and it sounds even better. So, raw all the time with LFO. Yeah, what effects are you talking about? Let's be specific. Yeah, let's listen. Yeah, TO5 is talking to me. That's right. Here we go. Phone calls. There's phone lines are still open for another. What do we got? We're going to 8:30. We got 10 more minutes. UBXA versus OB-X8 is the topic, but you can call in and talk about anything you want. We've been talking about the Jupiter 8. Obviously, we're talking about the Moog Muse, or sorry, Jupiter X. And I don't know, man. I got two synthesizers that are calling my name. One is way out of my price league. It's the Moog Muse. The other one is the Jupiter X, still a little bit pricey for me. I'm back down to the TE05. You know, like I can't go move into a mansion when I only got enough money to move in the duplex down the road. You hear me? Okay? I can't get a Ferrari to drive back and forth to work. All right, so I need the TE05. I'm very close. I'm that close to getting it, baby. I'm that close. So close that I almost ordered it today and said, can I move some stuff? Yeah, I'm close, man. We're real close. All right, we got a call coming in.
From
The Machines one.
The Machines won. You are live, man. What's happening?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, brother?
I gotta come in here and stick up for all my UBXA brethren, bro. There's too much UBXA hate right now.
Oh, dude.
I gotta jump in right now.
Oh, dude, you got to get in, man. Are they going hard in the UBXA in the chat?
I haven't even seen the chat. I'm just talking about you and old Echo over there. I heard your call too, and I was just like, yeah, I gotta get my piece in.
Dude, you know I had to relinquish my informal role as the leader of the Behringer Bros. I had to back out.
Whew.
It was getting too hot. The Beaver Weavers came after me. I had to slide out.
Yo, it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot to be said about the UBXA. Like you're showing Daniel Fisher's video on the TO5.
Mm-hmm.
He never made a video on the UBXA.
Ooh, good point. Good point.
See what I'm saying?
I do.
You don't. No one got to see him just destroy that UBXA the same way he did with the TO5.
That's true.
The Muse.
Yep.
You know, like he could be styling on that friggin'
Why didn't
UBXA.
he? Why didn't he do a UBXA video?
I don't know. He must have done an OB-X8 video. I haven't checked that, but I'll bet he probably did an OB-X8 video and wanted to stay out of the controversy.
Interesting, because he could have did a real good one with, you know how he puts guitar pedals on them and really lets them go. He could have made that shine. That's a really good point.
And I think that really does hurt people's perception of it, you know, because when you hear the TE05, like you said, it's got all the effects on it. You throw a chroma console on the UBXA desktop, you can't tell me it's going to sound any different from that TE05.
I know,
dude. Except you could throw 16 voices
I know
on a mono and just hit the blast button. You know what I mean? Like all in unison detune.
You've had it for a while too, right? How long have you had your UBXA now?
I was one of the first people in the States to probably have it. I was like top 5 in the Sweetwater pre-order.
Are you loving it too?
I mean, I'm definitely gassing for the Muse. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, dude, come on.
I mean, that's facts. Like, what really got me on the UBXA was just the simplicity. Like, I like the idea of being able to just make anything super quick, super easy, kind of like a Prophet 5 vibe, where people who like the Prophet 5 are like, you know, this is a back to basics synth that sounds absolutely gorgeous. I feel the same thing about the UBXA, except that it's got that vintage character that everyone loves. Like, people talk crap about the UBXA because the main patches on it are trash. I've been just jumping on it recently, and just saying, you know what? Every time I find a patch I don't like,
I create a new patch and just write over that one.
Sweet. So you just take it and you just like modify it and make it yours, right?
I just write a whole new patch. I'm like, you know what? This patch is trash. I'm never going to play bagpipes. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? Yeah. A lot of those things, you're like, come on, man.
Like, who's this for? Exactly. Like,
Hey,
this
listen,
is a freaking joke.
You know I'm a hurdy-gurdy fan, right?
I love that hurdy-gurdy patch, Harmonic Sonics.
Harmonic
right?
Sonics. If anyone doesn't know, Harmonic Sonics, go to his YouTube page. We were talking in the Discord about how we wanted a hurdy-gurdy. I asked SynthPunk to make one. He took the challenge. It didn't. I asked Echo Craft to make one. He took the challenge, and he still hasn't yet, but I'm waiting. But Harmonic Sonics broke out the OB-X8, and he made a goddamn hurdy-gurdy.
Killed it.
Dude, he killed it.
He killed it.
I was blown away. I haven't tried. Do you got the OB-X8?
I don't, but there's a lot of OB-X8 hate out there too.
Dude, $350 right now. Go buy one. Seriously, they're awesome.
It's crazy. I mean, I have the Volca FM2. It's a six voice, you know, basically a DX7 clone anyway. So I'm kind of operating off that, you know.
I think you would love the OB-X, dude. A guy like you, your style, the OB-X has a very awesome interface and is really awesome for live playing and adjusting. I think you'd love it, man. $350, bro. That's like a friggin' Teenage Engineering, what do you call it? EP133KO2, and that thing comes with a broken fader.
I sold mine, dude. Yeah, I had one. I sold it. I missed out on Fadergate, you know. It was, thank God for that.
I almost bought the friggin' Medieval this morning. I almost bought it, and I backed up. I was like, no, don't do it.
If you want something that, you know, maybe you could just sit on the couch and you know, mess around with,
yeah,
I kind of bought it for that.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of flimsy. And when you start thinking about dropping a $300 Lego calculator.
I know, dude. But the problem is I want those Georgian chants. I want those hurdy-gurdies at my fingertips. That's the thing. I'll put this in the Discord later. It's a video with the Sonicware Ambient Zero and the Teenage Engineering Medieval, and the dude does a jam, and it's mental.
Oh, wow.
I'll throw it in later.
I could see that. Yeah, definitely post that up. I'm trying to check that out. But back to the UBXA, man. I really think the UBXA is for anyone who's looking for that vintage sound. They want a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
They want the ability to make quick patches.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not like, honestly, when I look at the TE05, you were talking it up like how you love the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that thing looks mental in a bad way. Like it looks absolutely just like
it looks
jarring because
schizophrenic.
There's so much crammed in that little area, and the blue lines, they don't have any room to breathe. Like the original and the UBXA, like you got those nice fat blue lines.
Yeah, I don't like those Dick Tracy pinstripes. I gotta say, it kind of makes my eyes go blurry. Like I feel like I can't even see what's written there because my eyes go to the lines rather than the words.
Oh man, well, good thing it's such an easy synth to digest. I mean, I think that might be its saving grace. There's really not too much. And hopefully
it's jammed with like good patches right at the gate, so you can be like, that's the thing. Like I really appreciate when a company, for example, Arturia, like what they did with the Mini Freak, when you get that thing and turn it on, you're instantly getting patches that were made that you know they put a lot of love into. You know, you're like, wow, these guys thought a lot about this, because I'm blown away every time I flick that knob, where like you were saying, when you flick to a bagpipe and then a friggin' accordion and then a dry flute, you're like, fuck, you know?
Yeah, like what is this?
Yeah, you're like, give me something.
Give me something usable. They do have a couple banks of patches, so I think like maybe up to D or something like that, like A, B, C, and D. And the first two, I think, might be like the modern ones, and then maybe the second two or like the guys who were demoing it.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, when you turn the synth on, I feel like it starts up with wherever you were at before.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't ever, you're not really thinking about it, I guess.
That's
know,
cool.
Just like, you were saying, oh, like I didn't even know about that Mellotron patch. It's because there's so many patches on the Hydra that you can't even find them all. Like,
dude,
sometimes
Sometimes I'll sit down with the Hydra And I'll just be like, there's too many freaking patches on here. I just can't even like get into this at the moment. I'll start flicking. I'll be like, God, I got to move on for a second. It's that full of patches.
A good tip for the Hydra, you might already do it, is you can sort by category, and that makes life so much easier. It really, it opened up the Hydra for me. Just like say, okay, I want to do a pad. You sort by categories, like shift, and then there's, I can't remember what button it is.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's like on the right. That's all I know.
Yeah, one thing I need. Can you tell me? Because I was doing this today and I brain-troned and I couldn't figure it out. And I know it. When I hit the tap tempo button, how do I just go to the BPM to adjust it? Is there like a shift function? I forgot even where it is. I was doing it today and I was like, I don't want to just be tapping the beat in. How can I not just? And I tried the shift tap tempo and I can't. Do you know right off the top of your head?
Oh, you're saying like when you hit tap tempo, how do you confirm what that actual BPM
No,
is?
so I hit tap tempo, the BPM comes up on the screen, then I can't change the BPM, I can only tap it in.
Oh, yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'll have to check it.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it.
Throw it in I can find it on the internet. I was just seeing if you knew right off the top of your head because I was playing today and I was like, how can I adjust this friggin' BPM?
No, I hear you. All
right.
That's funny. Well, hey, anything, any other? I think that's all I got. But
Man,
if you have any other,
I appreciate the call. The only last thing I wanted to ask you is, would you get the desktop over the keyboard now if you had the choice today and you didn't have either? Would you be like, grab the desktop, or would you still go for the key?
yeah. So the keyboard on the UBXA isn't the greatest. I got the Moog Matriarch, and that thing is premium. It's the best freaking keyboard I have out of home since I've ever messed around with.
Sweet.
So I assume the Muse is the same. Like, I probably, in a perfect world, I could sell the keyboard, grab a Muse, because I really only want space for one big poly, and then maybe someday grab it.
Yeah. You got the desktop Hydra too?
I got the desktop Hydra. Yeah, I got the DeepMind as well.
You ever think picking up another desktop Hydra?
No, dude, but I would honestly, I would get the deluxe. Like a flagship keyboard like yours. Yeah. Like, I would do that. Like, 2 Hydras would be sweet. I don't know how you feel. How do you feel about your
the deluxe?
What's it called? Yeah, the deluxe. How's the keyboard feel?
Keyboard feels good, man. Everything. I think the Hydra Synth is built like a tank. I think the keys are perfect. They're not the greatest, obviously, but they're still amazing. What's the best keys I got? Hold on. The Korgs suck. Obviously, the mini keys on the Mini Freak suck. Sonicware sucks. Monopoly's all right. Actually, the Monopoly keys on the Behringer are not bad. And the Hydra Synth, they're good. They're good, man. I like it. But if I had my time, I probably wouldn't go for the 16 voice. I would just get the 49 key 8 voice. If I had my time back, maybe, because I don't think I really need that much superpower because I'm not playing. I don't know. We'll see, but I got it now, so I might as well keep it. So.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I honestly really do wish I had the 88 style key bed. Like, I had the Keylab 2, and that thing is fire, but the key bed sucks.
Yeah.
Like, it's just nice to have that length, But, if you're not trying to learn keys or anything like that, I can see why you want the slimmed down version, for sure.
Yeah, and you know the style I'm rolling with, which is jamming, so I'm touching a lot of things at once, so I don't really know if I need that many keys, and I'm just a dude jamming sounds. All right, baby. Thanks for calling, man. I'll catch you in the Discord, brother.
All right.
All right, dude. Peace. Yeah, peace out. All right, I think I'll take one more call, and then we're going to call it a night, because I want to keep the Sunday night show nice and wham bam. Thank you, Synth. So we started 7:35. I'll do one more caller. If anyone gets a call in the next couple minutes, we're good. So that's the Machines One Man, absolutely epic channel. Go check his channel out. It's awesome. He's a lightning rider, always live jamming. He's starting to do some live streams now too, which is super cool. So go over and check him out. He said the TE05 screen looks a bit too intense. Let's have a close look over here. I mean, there's a lot going on. That's for sure. There's a lot going on there. Those pinstripes are hypnotizing. I will say that. But I gotta say, man, that's a pretty synth. That's definitely prettier than the Rev 2. Jupiter X is the prettiest, maybe. but the TE05 is a real beauty. And actually, no, so sorry. The Moog Muse is the most beautiful. All right, last call coming in. We're going to give it a couple seconds, and then we're going to call it a night. I think it's been a pretty good show. We had lots of great callers. Oh, here it is.
From
Uncle Jerry.
The Moog Muse is the most beautiful.
All right, you are online, Uncle Jerry. Turn down that radio, baby. You're live and in color. What's happening, my big beauty?
Hey, brother, how are you?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I wanted you to extend the show. I had to go pick up groceries. It was kind of a crazy day here this afternoon. And yeah, as you know, I always wait for your show, man.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Well, you're the last call tonight, so that's wonderful.
Hey, that's the way to go out, you know?
That's the way to go out, man. And listen, how's everything going, man? You getting the studio geared back up?
Yeah, yep. Now that I'm feeling better, I'm excited again. I got my energy back. You guys fire me up. You fire me up personally, man. Your energy is like unmatched by anyone
brother.
I've ever met or seen.
Thanks, brother, man. And listen, man, we've kind of like cultivated a little bit of a friendship here, man. I really enjoy I enjoy interacting with you, man. I enjoy bopping the emails back and forth too, man. And I'm excited to watch your channel get going here again, man, because you got a lot of cool gear, and you're a smart dude, and you're an epic musician, so that's cool.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And, you know, I want to pass on something to everybody on here, and it's what I tell the guys that I work with.
Yeah.
Am I over talking you?
No, man, go for it. We're good.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But I tell the guys at work, hey, if there's a 101 class, go to it. You know, no matter how much you know, I guarantee if you go to that class, you're going to pick up a little tip, or you're going to walk out of there with something, because you think you're advanced, but sometimes you learn stuff in that 101 stuff that you go, man, how did they know that? You always research, learn, educate yourself is my motto. And I tell you, me and Richie Kabasa, we go back, you know, back and forth. And I tell him, man, I've learned more from your show and EchoCraft than I have just exploring on my own out there in the YouTube world. It's been great. It's exciting. Your energy is great. And I did want to pass on my personal input about the Oberheim UBXA
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, let's hear it, man, because you're an Oberheim legend, man. You love them, right?
Oh, yeah. I've been in love with them since they came out. And obviously, I couldn't afford them at the time. And the only reason I have an OB-X8 now is because I'm a nostalgia kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I sold my house when I moved here to North Carolina. So for the first time in my life, I had some blow cash, if you know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying.
And honestly, first time in my life ever. And I'm 62 years old. So I bought it and the Prophet 540 at the same time.
Sweet.
I just went, hey, man, I've been salivating over these things for 40 years. I'm just going to do it. It was a no-brainer.
That's amazing.
That's why I have that stuff. Otherwise, I would probably go the UBXA,
mm-hmm.
You know, because of the price,
mm-hmm.
honestly. I mean, what you did tonight and showed us tonight, man, I'm telling you, they're real close. They're very close.
They're close, man. And like someone said, that could be like a patch designer, a sound designer thing that didn't get them right. Not so much the sound of the UBXA that's not nailing it. And like I said, is there a $3,000 difference in sound? I don't know.
I personally don't think there is.
Mm-hmm.
I you know, if I, you know, was back in my, well, I'll tell you what, if I was playing out live again,
mm-hmm.
I'd buy a UBXA to take on the road and keep my little baby UBX8 at home.
That's sweet. That's a good deal. That's smart.
That's just my personal thing. And the other thing I wanted to add on here tonight, thanks so much for the Ambient O stuff. I've got one on pre-order. I did it at the same time EchoCraft did. And I'll tell you what, just before your show tonight, I ordered that Texture Lab because that thing for $259 is remarkable. And you and I have talked, and you know, I've got a lot of redundancy in my studio,
mm-hmm.
and I'm looking for these little beasts that kick through. And man, I'll tell you what, Sonicware is offering some stuff that just kicks ass and gives you that extra layer of sonic architecture in your studio that I think anybody can use. Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm going because I wasn't really considering anything from Sonicware. I kind of like started to follow him when the Mega Synthesis came out, that Sega Genesis kind of gaming console sound. And then I was like, do I really need the gaming console sound? I can probably get that at an OB-X6 or something like that. But then when this Ambient Zero dropped and I listened to it, I was like, instantly, you know, you get that feeling, you're like, wow. So I was like, screw it. It's $239. I'll just get it and try it. And it sounds amazing for what it is. And I'm not bullshitting anybody. This sounds awesome. And I don't know if you caught my little live jam earlier. It was basically powered by the Ambient Zero. It's just this weird little and like you said, it's not the steak, you know, it's not the steak on your plate. This isn't the steak on your plate, but it's that little extra on the side that makes that steak so much more enjoyable is what the Ambient Zero is.
Exactly. Like, do you want sauteed mushrooms on your steak?
Exactly.
Or onions or steak sauce? Yeah. Give you that little extra, you know, zing to your sound.
Indeed.
Or as in your case, inspire that creativity, man. That thing just, I'm just blown away. I said, this is a no-brainer. I need this. For the price, to add that extra, you know, sound with a small keyboard real estate footprint for the studio, it was a no-brainer. Same with the Texture Lab. You guys need to check out that Texture Lab too. It is unbelievable for $239, $259 with the power supply. I
had a bunch of people write me after I did the Sonicware little stream, and they were like, dude, if you like that, you got to check out the Texture Lab. You wrote me, like 3 or 4 other people wrote me, and so I went on Reverb, and I saw when I put a bid in for it, I kind of lowballed it. He wanted like $200. I was like, I'll give you $120. So he didn't write back. But I think and then I was like, I should actually go listen to the Texture Lab before I buy it. So I said, all right, I'll go watch a few videos. But if you got it, you're going to be able to let me know, because apparently those two sing together beautifully. And you know what, Jerry? You know what this did when I turned it on the other day? It made me slow down. It made me, because it's like a drone machine, a box, it instantly made me just slow down. And I just started noodling on the Hydrosynth with the drone and the pad and the atmospheric one and the noise on there, and it just made me slow down. And like that little song came up where I just kind of like said, drift away. And that's what I felt like I was doing. I was just drifting away in this sound bath, you know, that Uli Behringer sonic bubble bath that everyone talks about.
And you do it so well. It's hard to believe you're not a what you consider a real keyboard player. I consider you one.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Not, like, you know, but I'll tell you, Matt, you do it live and you do it well, and the sounds you mix, they just gel, they just blend, and you've got me turned on to this whole new genre. Well, I've always kind of been attracted to that, but I really am now, thanks to you and introducing me to these new Sonicware things. I would have never heard of them. I mean, and they're like I told somebody, for $508 with the power supplies, you can get the Ambient O and the Texture Lab for $508. I mean, and the sound that you're getting out of those things, and what you can use the Texture Lab for, it's just nuts. It's like an effects device. People just got to go listen to describe what these little products that are so powerful provide for the money.
I think when you plug yours into your studio and you let it go, I can't wait I want you to email me after, because I can't wait to hear your first impression. I told Echo I was going to give it to him to try out for a while, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not giving it to you. Just wait for yours to show up, because when you plug it in and turn it on, the sounds that come out of that, because it's plastic and everyone's like, oh, it's only $239. Like, that's just a cheap toy, blah, blah, blah. Dude, this thing is so friggin' intense. It's crazy.
I know. And I'll be the first to tell you, I get turned off when I see something. And I was even kind of shooting it down before you even started.
Yeah, we won you over by the end of it, right?
Yeah, because I was like, this looks like a toy from the Walmart toy aisle.
It does. It does.
I'm like, I don't play that game.
Yeah.
But man, when you started playing it, I was like, whoa, wait a minute here.
Yeah.
As long as it has MIDI, it's in my studio, man.
It got MIDI, and I think also, brother, I went and looked through the manual again the other day, because I'm not a manual guy until later when I need to figure something out. I kind of just like exploring it to as much as I can before I dig into the manual. That's how I kind of enjoy my synthesizers. But this one here, I think you can use each one of these 4 sounds on a separate MIDI channel. So you can have 4 of these controlled on 4 different synthesizers. You know what I mean? If you do one of those squid MIDIs, you know?
That's just crazy. And if I know Echo saw it and Richie boy saw it. I posted a video, avant-garde. I got the itch, but I'm not ready yet to go on camera. But last night I had the itch in me because I did a lot of MIDI routing testing yesterday, and I finally got my Phantom 06 to, you know, be a MIDI controller for my VSTs, which
Sweet.
I'm gonna. This is for you, Echo. Yeah, and you, Samurai. You hate VSTs, but I'm telling you, man, they're a cheap way and a great way to augment all your hardware. They really are.
Do you know what the problem is, Jerry? You know what the problem is? If you look here, the way I'm sitting, and you look at where my computer screen is here, if I got to work with VSTs, it literally like breaks my neck. I'm like, yeah. I just don't have my space ergonomically set up for VSTs, and I think that's why I kind of like. Basically, I think I might hate on VSTs actually to procrastinate from resetting up my studio more ergonomically.
I get it, man. And to be honest with you, I really relied on VSTs when a year before I moved to North Carolina, my house was getting redone, you know, for market. And so literally at my kitchen table, I moved my PC and an Arturia 61 controller. And I would work during the day there, and at night I would write songs using just VSTs. So I got kind of, for a year, I had to, because everything was getting packed up and things painted and crap, just like down here. Yep. I'm doing just the opposite now. I'm remodeling, getting shit painted, so it's just everywhere. And I hate living like this, but
hey, man.
And then being sick for so long, I'm finally getting the energy back to get into that studio and finish up what I started. And the testing I did yesterday, I was so excited, I just had to make a video and post it.
Bro, yeah, well, everyone go check it out. Check out Uncle Jerry's channel, man. He's got an awesome little channel going on, man. It's sweet, and I can't wait to see the progress. And brother, you sound good, man. You're sounding like you got a lot of juice in the pipes, man. I'm digging it.
Well, thanks, man. I'm actually going to post a video about what happened to me and how I got so sick. I'm leaving it quiet because I want it to be kind of a Uncle Jerry's back video kind of thing for my subscribers. But it's amazing, man. I've already got health problems, but this almost drove me into the ground, to be honest. And I was really losing my zest and my zen to do anything, and it's coming back, man. It's coming back every week. I keep feeling every better, and I just love being a part of this community and sharing the information and learning and listening. And man, we've got a brotherhood that's just amazing.
Yep, synth renegades, baby. That's what we're calling it. It's awesome. Like I said, I'm a synth baby. You know, a lot of people give me a lot of crap, but I'm every day I'm learning. I learn from everybody in the community. I learn from everybody in the comments. I learn from all the emails people are sending me, and it's humbling that, you know, I'm trying to immerse myself in all this stuff because I started late, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm having a good time, and I'm learning a lot every day, and I think it's cool, man. I'm humbled, and I'm very appreciative to be a part of this community too.
Oh man, you're killing it. You're doing a great job. As I said, I always compliment you on your extreme enthusiasm, your drive, and just the way you pull your sounds together live. You do it like a natural, man. It's just like a natural gift for you.
Thanks, dude.
I'm impressed. I'm sure all the other listeners are, or they wouldn't be here. But I'm like, man, Samurai, you knock it out, man. You definitely know how to blend the sounds, and you've got a nice setup, and you're making it work for you. And that, to me, is what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man.
And I got to remember sometimes too, man, to always get in and keep jamming and not just like not jam, you know. So I'm trying to make a more of an effort now of reintegrating the jamming back into the show a little more often, you know, because it's really therapeutic, you know, just as much as anyone, man. Bathing in that sonic bubble bath exfoliates those pores.
Oh, and you're doing it so well. And not only that, you're making headways on YouTube with your channel by doing this call-in and the lives with EchoCraft and Synth Punk, and I just think that's great. And the Kumatai, I mean, you're killing it. You're just killing it all the way around, man. You're infectious.
Cheers, bro. Like I said, we're just having a good time. I just get an idea and I go with it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And sometimes when it works, it just disappears because they move on to something else. But
and you know what? That's what being a musician is about. Sometimes a mistake turns into a work of art. You know, you just never know. But you know, that's the way it goes. It's I always tell people too, music's a universal language, man. It's something we all feel and understand. Yeah, you hear it, but it does something to your insides when it just rocks your vibe, if you know what I mean.
I do, man. I feel you. Listen, now when you get everything set up too, man, we'll do a little live stream together on the other show we got going. And man, I can't wait to see what the journey holds for you, my brother. All right.
Sounds great. I'm looking forward to it too, my friend.
All right, Jerry,
So
you take it easy. You sound good, man. You sound great. You sound fired up. I love it.
Thank you so much. Hey, and thanks for taking a call, and hi to everybody out there, and thanks again for doing this, Samurai. Love you, man.
Love you too, man. Take it easy, brother. All right, so that's the calls for tonight. That's Uncle Jerry, man. Go check out Uncle Jerry's channel. It's absolutely fantastic. He's a great guy, man. He's been we've been talking back and forth. He had some health issues, which he's going to tell his story in a while. It's a wild story, and he's a great guy, man. Great dude. So like I was just saying, man, I learned so much from you guys. You probably don't learn anything from me except for synthesizers that I always say I'm going to buy, and I never buy. But I got one right here. I got the Ambient Zero. So it's a beautiful thing. This is Synth Wars Call-In Show. I kind of want to keep the Sunday night show short and sweet, keep it to an hour. I appreciate all you guys. Phone lines are closed down for tonight. Thank you all for calling in. We did the UBXA versus OB-X8. It's all a personal preference. It's whatever you're into. Don't forget to check out Starsky Car's channel. Check out Ear Candy's channel. I'll throw it all down in the links. And of course, if you want to buy anything, go buy it. But I'm telling you right now, if you want to buy anything, I think you should go buy that Sonicware Ambient Zero, because for the real estate, I shouldn't be flogging all this stuff because, you know, what did Hans say to me when we were talking earlier? He was like, I've never heard you not like a synthesizer, man. What's going on? And I was like, bro, you never saw my stuff on the Teenage Engineering EP133KO2 or the Von Gogh Replay synthesizer? I didn't like either of those. But the thing is I do love all the synths, man. I kind of do love them all, and I do want them all, and I can't really get them all. So we just have a good time. Maybe if I love them so much, you get them, then you end up loving them. So, all right, man, we got the Digidogs, we got the Behringer Bros, we got the Synth Renegades, and we captured the flag of... We captured the flag of the Synth Mafia, all right? We got it right here. We captured the flag. They didn't want to take the mantle, so we captured the flag. Synth Mafia, we own that castle now, but we're the Synth Renegades, baby. So anyways, you guys have a good night. That's it for that show, and we'll catch you Tuesday morning, Oscillators and Percolators, the morning call-in show, where we'll be checking out the Novation Summit and the Novation Peak, and we'll do a little deep dive on both of those, take some calls, see what you guys think, and that's it, and that's all, baby. Slew, slew.